Well, hello, hello, and CGIF. Welcome back to another Wi-Fi Fridays with Irina, where every time when we meet together, we are actually elevating our energy, we are elevating our vibe. Why it's important? Because the more we tune in to what manifestation is all about and how do we tap to that, so we can attract a better reality. That's exactly what these conversations are all about. And if this is the first time you are tuning in, hello and welcome to the world of manifestation. My name is Irina Portnova, and I call myself Manifestation Star because I manifested consciously great things in my life. And I'm here to show you how to do it with joy and fun. And each Friday, we are meeting here live where you can join the conversation and we can have the interactive discussion about what's on your heart when it comes to manifestation. Every time we do small topics, and these topics is exactly how we are moving the needle in our manifestation journey. So, what is manifestation? Just for anybody who doesn't know, manifestation is just bringing something from our thoughts into our physical world, because everything first is created in our invisible world, in our energy, in our ether. And then it comes to us as the life experiences. So today we are going to talk about respond to the call, receive it all. And I just wanted to start by sharing that, first of all, if you are watching live, today is April 17th, and we are in new moon in Aries. And why it's important? Because moon is something that connects to our emotions, that connects to our potential, to our biorhythms. And when we understand how our energy works, when to stop and when to go, everything becomes more in flow rather than just pushing and going through. So today is the start of the new moon in Aries. And Aries, you know, that sign of fire. It's all about action, it's all about new beginnings, and something that we can tap today, because that's the time, this is the energetic time that we all can connect to. So, congratulations. This is the start of the new moon cycle. This is the start of your new chapter. So, whatever you would love to put out there to the universe as your intention, remember, intention is something what we focus our attention on. What we pay our attention on is going to expand, whether we like it or not. That's why we do these trainings, to understand that consciously we can actually focus on something that gives us more life. And I wanted to say that I'm super pumped up because I was today present at Dr. Heather's summit. I was one of the speakers. Dr. Heather, if you are going to listen to that, just put in the comments, say hi, because it was amazing time. So we were gathering together in that space with speakers, with attendees, and it was amazing space. And that's exactly where magic creates, because when we come together, when we stay open for new ideas, for new tools, for new possibilities, because as long as we are breathing, we continue learning, right? And that summit was specifically for coaches, for healers, for creators, somebody who is in the world of business ownership. And again, this is the interesting, beautiful journey, because nothing is linear in that journey. And we do have to go and adapt to the circumstances. We learn how to tap into our creativity, how to deal with the clients, how to make our content better. So it's a pretty beautiful and interesting path, and I love everything about it, right? And today I just want to bring the topic on respond to the call, receive it all. And again, my response to the call is, since 90% of my coaching clients are coaches and healers, I decided to shift my focus and bring more value to these people, because I know that they are the ones seeking my guidance. And that's exactly what we are learning. We can do one thing, but then when we notice what demand is, we can shift our focus and deliver where we are mostly required to be. And this conversation is specifically geared to online coaches and healers, as well as creators. So we are talking about respond to the call, receive it all. That means we do not have to always start from the scratch. That means something has been already working for us. And the more we connect with that and ask ourselves, because a lot of times if something does not work, we tend to scratch it off and start it over. And a lot of times when we start over, it's actually pretty exhausting. So, in order for us to not go into these circles, I invite to pause and ask yourself, what is something that's already working for me? What is something that I can take and expand, right? And that's exactly when we are responding to the call, because we are not starting from the scratch. We are learning as we are growing and as we are going. And another great thing is to understand that everything starts from making the decision. If we are in the weeds, if we are thinking and just confusing ourselves and not allowing ourselves to take that first step and saying, is this for me? Is this not for me? Should I enroll in this course? Do I invest with this coach? Do I hire that mentor? The more we sit in that uncertainty, the more we delay the outcome, right? Because the worst thing is inaction. When we are in inaction, we do not see anything how it's showing up for us. Even if something does not work 100%, but we know because we try and we did that, that's exactly gives us some data, and data is very valuable because now we know what is working, what is not. Stay tuned for this conversation as I'll be right back after this message. All right, and we are back with Vibe High Fridays with Irina. And today's week episode is Respond to the Call, Receive It All. How do we not start from the beginning and continue on moving with something that already worked? Maybe we just want to tweak something, maybe we want to change something, and that's exactly how we are working with that energy. And if you like this content, if you want more of that, please subscribe to my newsletter, because in that newsletter, any topics that we are covering in the podcasts are resonating with the topics in my newsletter. So you receive deeper guidance and deeper understanding how everything is working out in terms of manifestation and in terms of successful business. And that's my invitation to you. Just sign up and explore what that work is all about. And meantime, let's continue the conversation. So, what does it mean, receive it all? Just think about it. Even if somebody wants to be a speaker and they say, okay, I do not have the audience, I do not have my speech presentation, the invitation is we do not wait until we have the opportunity, because opportunity lands once we energetically prepared. What do I mean by that? I mean by that, let's have our speaker media kit, right? Where we have our bio, our picture, what are the topics, what are the services we can provide, and start looking for the opportunities. Reach out to the places where they are actually inviting the speakers to speak. And again, it's better to have everything ready and waiting on the opportunity than have the opportunity and not be ready. But again, another case of scenario shouldn't also stop us from doing what we want to do, right? Because a lot of times I've been invited in the last minute to speak somewhere. And if my topic is not ready, I'm going to make it happen in a couple of days. And that's exactly how we are learning to adapt. Same thing when we are sitting with the clients and we listen to them, what exactly is their request, because we are not trying to fit into one program everyone. We really listen, we understand what is something that the person is looking for, and we learn how to customize our offers based on the ask that we are hearing. And again, everything is the skill, and the only way we become better at it is through the practice. So my invitation today, just ask yourself, what is something that I know I am good at, something that I want to expand and make more of, and something what I am ready to receive, right? I'm ready to receive more cash. I'm ready to receive more clients. I'm ready to receive more flow. I'm ready to receive more time and money freedom. The more we tune in to these things, the more we energetically prepare ourselves, the more things showing up for us in the physical world through opportunities, through clients, through different introductions. So that's exactly the message for today. Sign up for the newsletter if you really want to stay up informed with everything what's going on. I have a lot of great events. I have a lot of great guests, not only through the podcast, through also collaborations and also some manifestation wisdom. Join the newsletter and let's continue manifest miracles together. Sending you lots of love and light and see you on the next episode.